What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about this Neve Campbell story that's going around the internet. Now, actually, funny side story that I was meaning to tell people, I never did actually on the channel. I actually went to this Denver Fan Expo. I actually met Neve Campbell, met Jamie Kennedy. I got my picture taken with Neve Campbell back 8 years ago, but it was just the photo op, just actually taking a picture. This time I walked up to her, talked to her, had her sign my 25th anniversary of Scream 1996. And it was an absolute blast. But in my being shy, I suppose, I never asked her a question that actually could have given me this big push on social media, and that was asking her about Scream 7. I actually told her I'm excited to see her in Twisted Metal, but I know other people did ask her about Scream 7, and her answer is what I want to talk about in this video. It's been highlighted on Twitter and even other people's channels, and basically she gave a non-answer. She specifically said, I don't know if I can talk about that, and didn't give a yes-no answer. Now, this has led people to go either direction on social media. Now, I actually think that's a very interesting answer, and I personally think that means yes. That could be going way too far, it could be setting myself up for disappointment or for, a disaster, but let me run through why I think that just real fast. It's really simply what she did last time, or even last year, right? Wasn't it last summer, or maybe a little bit before last summer, that she was at the convention, actually Master Chaos TV? He asked her, other people had asked her, are you going to be on or in Scream 6? And she said no. I mean, she flat out told people the answer was no. Now, you could say, well, maybe, lawyers or agents or whatever got to her since then, and that is definitely one way I think you could look at it. I wouldn't say that should be ignored completely. Maybe somebody did talk to her about that and said, hey, no matter what the answer is for the next one, can you please not just randomly tell people at a convention, that you're in or not in it? That could have absolutely happened, but to me, I'll go based off of what she's actually done. I'll also go kind of based off of her history of just kind of being outspoken, almost like a give no F's kind of mentality, right? She doesn't care. I highly respect her, and I said it last year, I highly respected her in the past for just flat out saying no. And I think she would even give like the reason, or she said, I think last year she said, she's disappointed that she's not in it, but the answer is no, she's not in the movie. So, I think because she's done that, by saying that she can't say anything, that to me means yes. Now, obviously, it's not, I would say, locked in. If it was fully locked in, if they had already announced the cast, then we would already know, right? So, from my belief, I think we're in the stage of, like, negotiations. Whether or not any of the core four have been officially locked in, or maybe they signed, like, 3 picture contracts back in the... I don't know. I don't know for sure, right? But I would imagine kind of the outskirt characters, the Hayden Panettieres, the Neve Campbells, the Courtney Coxes of the world. These are the people that maybe over the last month or two, while you're trying to get the scheduling of Melissa and Jenna and all them, kind of figured out, I think it's very possible that they are talking to these other characters or other actual, like, real life people and saying, hey, we're thinking about having you in the movie. I highly think that's what's happening. So to me, I'm going to lean way more towards yes, because for the simple fact of, if she would flat out say no to them, right? If they already approached her and if they said, hey, here's what we're looking at, we want you in the movie, and she said, no, get lost, this is another disrespectful offer just like last time. If that happened, I'm inclined to believe that when she's asked about Scream 7, she would also say no, just like she said for Scream 6, right? So, like, using that logic, I think she would just say flat out, no, I'm not going to be in it, if she was already, or she already kind of behind the scenes rejected the offer. The fact that she says she doesn't even know if she's allowed to talk about it, to me that means they're at the very least kind of in negotiations. Maybe it could go either way, but that they are doing it. They are talking about it, where if the answer is yes, if they do find that number, if that is what ends up happening, then you're not going to be able. See, you can't do the opposite. She can't say, yes, I'm in it, right? In fact, no, but I think even if you ask, well, okay, maybe like Melissa and Jenna and all of them, but I think if you went to like a Hayden Panettiere and said, hey, are you going to be in Scream 7? She said, oh yeah, I'm definitely in. I don't think she'd legally be, allowed to do something like that. Otherwise, it'd be like a slip up. So I actually think of this as a really, really good sign. I was very surprised to see that answer on social media, but I'm also kind of surprised even at the people taking it the opposite direction, the more negative direction that, oh, she's not going to be in it again. No, I actually think this means she's going to be in it. Again, I don't want to set myself up fully for disappointment, but I'm willing to kind of ride it out. So I think she's been approached. I think they're talking about it, and then I feel like they're kind of getting close to it, because again, if it's a yes, that's why you would say, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, because if you agreed, you're not going to breach the contract. You're not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to look at it from the positive side. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.